Guy, commiserations on the loss, but one of the things I've seen is that, you've had Shanice off the floor for a couple of games, you're still settling Olivia into the rotation. But we did start to see some of the performance we've seen from her in the past with the Caps, like the steal from Kelsey late in the first, steal and a score in the second. How are you feeling that she's settling into the team, and also how you making sure that the chemistry stays in place for when Shanice comes back?
The disruptions with the import situation and injuries, I think that our level of cohesion is about a 2 or a 3 out of 10 at the moment. I mean, we'll grow through it, but it's just not where we need it to be right at the moment. I mean, we suffered this last year with late pre-season roster changes, and it's unfortunate, but it's impactful, but we just got to work our way through it.
The bench really stepped up, given Bendigo was making things hard for Loz. Izzy Morgan's really showed us what she's capable of, and I think showed a lot of maturity beyond her experience in the WNBL. What are your key takeaways from that?
Yeah, I thought all our bench was pretty good in general. Izzy had one really good patch, particularly in the second. I thought she really came on and helped us with high energy play. So it was good that we were able to go to the bench and compress the margins a little bit. But we just had too many undisciplined errors that would keep letting the score get back out to 10, 12 and then try and catch it up again, so it's difficult to play that way.
Mikhaela, to you, how have you found first of all, the cohesion with the team, and how you've been able to work in with everybody, given that, you really started to step up a lot in the game today, you dropped a few threes. How are you finding the overall team cohesion, and also how you guys have been improving over the last few games?
Yeah, I think that for us, we know that we have a great group of extremely hard workers. Regardless of the losses in the last couple of weeks, we're hitting the floor, at training and improving every time we're out there, pushing each other, whether it's in the weight room, whether it's at our skills staff or in team training. So we know we're heading in the right direction. And for me, it's a great group to, have to, fit in with and be able to find a groove in, because we all here for the right reasons, and we're all trying to chase the same goal. So from that perspective, no doubts in the group at all. And I think we just have to keep getting back to training, keep working on what the type of team that we want to be, how we want to react in tough situations, and just keep working towards that goal together.
Awesome. I'll jump in. Hey guys, I've just got a question for Mikhaela. What do you think the team can, take out of? It's now, I think, 3 consecutive losses. But what do you guys think you can take out of these results that have just happened?
I think there's a lot of positives that we can take out of these losses. The season definitely isn't won in the first few rounds, but at the same time, I think looking at what we can control and focusing on those things at training is going to be, super key for us to continue our improvement and get over the line and get a win.
And we saw Nicholson, obviously she had a pretty stellar second half, but she was kept pretty quiet in that first half. How do you kind of ensure that, she is able to get the ball a little easier like you did in that second half there?
Is that for you?
Is that for me or Mick?
Happy for any of you to answer that.
Well, she's going to be heavily guarded. Ollie's got to find her feet yet, and Swaney's dealing with injuries, so we've got a couple of natural scorers that we're waiting to come back in. So I think it's easy to overload the defence and put a ton of pressure on Loz, so sometimes we have to figure out ways to get her open. And but look, all that aside, end of the day, that wasn't a game or anything like that for me. I mean, we just didn't defend as well as we have been defending, and particularly in the second half, to give up 48 points was too much. So I think that, to me, that was where the game was lost.
Last week, Guy, you also spoke a little bit about the shooting inaccuracy against Perth. I was just wondering, did you think the shooting was an improvement today from what you saw in Perth last week?
Oh no, I just had, yeah. Well, we're probably with the early days in the chemistry of the group, and what I mean by that, I suppose, is the chemistry of the group's great. It's just on the court, the cohesion, the understanding part of it. We've just got some ways to go to find out where people want the ball and where they're going to operate best and all those things. So it was sort of the same in Perth, but I mean, I think that my point over there is that, yeah, you know, I just felt that there were some things that occurred in that game that were, not really favourable to us, and just made it tough as the game went along. So we were able to score pretty freely in the first 2 to 3 quarters of that game, and then some things changed.
Awesome. Thanks. That's all from me.
Last one for Mikhaela. Mikhaela, you've stepped up to WNBL from NBL1. How have you found the difference in the level of intensity of the play?
Yeah, it's definitely a step up, obviously, mainly in the physicality and just the intent of what everyone's trying to do, the IQ on the court. So, it's great to be able to compete at this level, and just want to keep getting better and get some wins.
That's it for me. Thanks.